I'm going to let everybody know what I'm doing, and I'm going to show you everything I'm doing live, okay? Okay, it's getting dark. Guava, welcome everybody here. It's getting dark, and I got to move to make. I've done a billion different things except for one thing. I got to fill my tanks back up. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you how to fill up your propane tanks. Now, one, you've been seeing these. They're everywhere now. They were hard to find. This is Mr. Fuel Fuel Keg by Mr. Heater. These, they're all right, but I just don't prefer them. They're heavy duty though. I got to give it to them on that. I'm gonna get right into this, you guys, and then I'm gonna start answering questions. But these, for the price, for what you're doing and what you're getting in an emergency situation like this, these usually cost $9 around here. If you buy one of these, you buy one of these and fill it up for about $5, and you can just keep filling these up. So we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna show you. Got so much stuff to show y'all. It's just not enough time in the day. So the first thing you're gonna do is take your propane. See, I was about to take this to the store and exchange it, but it's still some in there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get the last crumbs of propane out of here and get them in these smaller tanks. Now, here is Flame King's brand. Here's Flame King's brand. It's not as heavy duty filling. It's not as like thick and heavy. But the thing I like about these is you can use anything to fill them up. I brought a couple of them. You can use anything to fill the Flame Kings up. You can say you forget your filler. You can find a filler from anywhere, any store, and it's certain little nozzles to go with your propane tanks or on your grill. You might be able to find and replace it real quick. But if you have Mr. Heater, theirs is proprietary. They only have one kind. That word always stumbled me up. You can only purchase their thing, and they got this dimple in it, this little nipple right here. If you don't have theirs, you are screwed. So that's one of the main reasons I don't like these. Number one, this proprietary field nozzle is whack. Number two, I don't like that these are painted black because they get hot real quick. And if you leave these out in the sun with them black like this, they start letting off gases through the release valve. The thing I do like about the Mr. Heater brand is they already have the key built on them to fill them up. Where Flame King, you have to use a little Allen wrench. Everybody think that this is the problem. Here's the thing I've been telling people. I like this, and this is the reason why. Because you can find one of these anywhere. You probably got one under your seat in your car by accident for somewhere for any old reason. So that's not a deal breaker to me. So I do, if I had to pick one, I would go with the Flame King. It's that simple. Put it like this. I've tried both brands, and if I had to do it all over again, I would not have bought this brand, the Mr. Heater Fuel Keg. They look nice and all, but they got too much stuff going on. They trying to act like Apple, and you can only use their equipment to fill them up. That's whack. Now, the Flame King, it just doesn't feel as heavy or built as sturdy, but everybody's been using these for over 10 years, and they seem to work just great. So I'm going to just get right into it, and I'm going to show you exactly what you got to do. I'm going to put this one to the side. Which one do y'all want me to fill first? Say I've got the ones from Walmart. Okay, the one that you can find at Walmart are the Mr. Heater fuel kegs. Have you filled them up yet? Have you filled yours up yet? Hey, Led, thankful to safety. Thank you so much. Thank you. Everybody that got these from Walmart, have you tried to fill them up yet? If not, I'm about to do it right now. I'm gonna go. Not yet. Okay. So since you said you got yours from Walmart, you got these. I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these first. Okay. Take that cap off. Okay. You ain't did them yet either. Okay. The first thing you want to do, get your tank set up. Now I have to use theirs. I can't use any of the other kind that I have. You have to use Mr. Heater brand. Okay? So what I'm gonna do, you gotta turn that upside down. Remember that. Because this whole tank is going upside down. Go ahead. Make sure this is closed first. Screw that on. Hand tight. Do not use tools on there. Now, turn your tank upside down. Turning your tank upside down now gives you a whole workstation now. See this? Now you got a workstation. So our next thing we're gonna do is go ahead, take your tank, open it up. Open it. That's the other thing I don't like, because it just don't feel good to me. Open that up. Screw it on. Let me make sure y'all can see all of this. And go ahead and screw that on. Now remember, that dimple has to fit in that dimple right there. The main filler is going to go in the center, but the dimple has to be right there. So you got to look out for that, okay? And see that? You can't turn it. It's in the dimple. I got it sitting in the dimple right now. Now, tighten this on. Hand tight. Don't use tools because you might strip the threads. Y'all see that okay? Hand tight only. Okay? Y'all see that? Okay. Wait, close that again. Close it. Close it back. Now, we're going to open the main tank. I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to open this up. Slowly. Okay. We're good to go now, okay? We're good to go. So now all I'm going to do is open this up. See me turn it counterclockwise and fill this. I'm going to fill this until liquid gas starts shooting out. I'm going to tell you something about that, but we're going to do this first. So all I'm going to do is push this down until I see liquid shooting out. Hear it? Go ahead. You're going to hear it, but wait until you see liquid. Tank is getting cold. It's filling up. It's filling with liquid and pushing out all the air that was in the tank. Now, it's not that much propane left in here in the first place. All right, you see that? Did y'all see that? Watch. See it? I'm going to stop it. I'm going to close that right there. I'm done. I'm done. Now, Just a safety measure. I'm gonna show y'all something about this because I know what a lot of people that have these already saying. Just wait on it. Now, for a safety measure, just to be safe, close the main valve. I'm just doing this by the book right now, y'all. Close the main valve. Now unscrew my tank. Unscrew my tank. You're gonna hear a little bit more hiss. Keep on watching. You have a filled tank. That is it. That is all. Okay, that is it. It's filled. It's ready. I can hear it. Now, I know what some of y'all are saying. Some of y'all are saying, how many people right now are saying, lead, it's not full yet? How many people saying that? Raise your hand if you don't think this is full yet, because I know exactly what you're going to say. Because you've probably seen a billion videos on this, and I'm going to tell you something about it. It goes for both of them. It goes for both brands. The Flame King brand and the Mr. Heater brand are the same when it comes to this, okay? Anybody, nobody, everybody think that this is full? How you doing, Lisa? Hey, Happy Mac. Hey, Dave Busby. Okay, now let me tell you a little secret about these. You're supposed to let them fill up until you see a constant, steady stream. Until you see a constant, steady stream of fuel, then you're supposed to cut it off. Does it need to settle? No, it's ready to use right this very minute. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you something from my experience. I've been using these now since last November, something like that, right? I bought them in November or something like that. Now, okay, listen to me close. If you fill these up all the way till the steady stream of fuel is coming, the pressure inside of here is so high, you'll only be able to use these on big things like big grills and stuff like that. If you try to hook this, if you fill it up with a full stream and then cut it off, if you're trying to use things like little small propane stoves or small devices, small appliances that take these propane stoves, little propane eyes, pilot lights, and all of that stuff, here's what's going to happen. When you try to screw this in your stove, your propane stove, or your flamethrower, or whatever else you got going, you know what's going to happen? It's going to waste half of it out of here because the pressure is so great. While you sitting there trying to twist it on like that, it's going to be escaping. So you're wasting fuel because the pressure is too great. Here's the other problem that I run into. If I fill these up all the way, when I finally get them on the propane stove or whatever appliance I'm using them on, it's hard to control the fire. It's already hard to control the fire on a propane stove in the first place, or a hot plate, a propane eye. It's already real touch and go. But when you fill these up too high, either your flame is too high and it'll keep flaming out, it'll keep cutting out, and you will never get anything started. Now, here's one of the most important reasons why I don't fill them up like that anymore. If you fill them up too much till it's a constant stream coming out of this, if you try to hook these to one of your propane heaters, like your Buddy heater and your Mr. Heater makes a, Mr. Heater is the Buddy heater, but Flame King has their own version of the Buddy heater too. If you fill these up too high and you connect it to that, I'm telling you, you ain't gonna be able to keep that thing going. Trust me, I did this all last winter long. I did this all last winter. So please, if you could do what you want to do, but I'm telling you to save yourself some fuel, save yourself some money, and save yourself some heartache, just fill it till you see that thing spit out once. You don't need it totally jam-packed full with all that pressure. You're just going to waste it anyway. You're going to try to fill this as high as it can go. But I promise you, when you're hooking it onto something, you're gonna waste it anyway because it's gonna shoot out into the atmosphere. Plus, if you do it like this, you save more fuel in your tank and you put more fuel in here. When you letting it spit out like that, it's just wasting fuel. So anyway, that's my word. Now, anybody got any questions? Because I can go and hook this onto a let me go get that stove, and then I'm gonna show y'all again. I'm gonna hook it onto the stove. I'm gonna show you how it works. Then we gonna finish cranking these out because it's getting dark, and our power still ain't on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up for you. This is one of my favorite propane stoves. So it's beat up. I, this the one I like because it can take the butane canisters like the rest of them, and okay. Okay, so now what I do with it? I don't know when I. Oh, nope, that's not it. Oh, here it is. This is it. How long without power there? So far, this is going on day 3. Okay, now watch. Let me make sure this is off. Okay, now watch. You already get a good spit out in the first place. You don't want that worse than it gotta be. Okay. See that? Did y'all see that? No waste, none, no waste. Now watch this. You see it? See it? Fully controllable. Fully controllable. Watch. Fully controllable. Now watch this. Easy to maintain, easy to control. If you overfill it, you cannot do this on. I have several appliances that I've tried to do this on and it does not work. So let's cut that off. I'm going to bring this in the house anyway, so I'll leave that on there. Do I have any questions? Now see, you see a lot of these videos on YouTube and everything, and a lot of these folks, I don't know if they're having the same problem that I'm having. I've used both brands and I've used it on at least 4 different devices. Buddy heaters, 3 types of propane stoves, 3 types of heating units. I used the Mr. Heater, the strong one. I used the big buddy heater. I used the regular buddy heater, and I used the single eye buddy heater, and everything has the exact same problem. And I said I was going to do a video and explain to everybody why that's happening. So your buddy heater is going to keep flaming out. It's going to be hard to start. It's going to keep on flaming out. If you get your buddy heater started, it's going to cut off because it's trying to push too much fuel that it could burn. And frankly, things can get a little hot around the house, if you know what I mean, if you don't fix that. So my solution is, soon as you see that first spit out of fuel, let it go. That means you saved a little bit of fuel from going out into the atmosphere. You saved a little bit of fuel in your tank, and so when you squirt, twisting it on, it won't go off all out of here. Do I have any questions before we do the Flame King? Any questions, real quick? It's getting dark on me, y'all. Only reason I did a live stream because I was like, look, I'm gonna start showing y'all everything I'm going through while this is going on. Any questions? I'm gonna be looking for questions, but in the meantime, this one, how do you determine how much is left in the big tank? You shake it. You know, I got gauges. See, I got gauges. These are useless because they're not accurate. You know what's, I'm gonna tell you what's this accurate. My hand. The dual fuel stove typically comes with the carry case as well. Yes, it does. It does come with the case. These things, they're nice and all, but they're about as accurate as my hand is. If I shake it like this and I hear fuel left in it, this is how I use the rest of those crumbs of fuel. I'm not taking this back to the store until it's all gone. It's gonna be empty. Okay? What kind of stove is that you just had up? I'm gonna put it in the comments below, okay? But I'm gonna move on so everybody can get a taste. I'm still taking questions, but questions is gonna take too long of an explanation. I'm gonna keep moving. So we're gonna do the Flame King brand, okay? With the Flame King brand, remember, their nozzle is proprietary. It won't work on anything else with that nipple. It got a special nipple in it, so you can't use theirs with anything else. It's only good for theirs, and I think that's dirty of them for doing that. So I'm gonna take theirs off. You're gonna hear a little hiss. That's normal. See, you already wasting tons of fuel. Take theirs off. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and put mine on. See that? You can buy these on Amazon or anywhere. They do not have that little nipple at the head of them. You can use any kind. See, that one doesn't have the nipple. Watch this. This is one I already had, but before I even had that, no nipple on it. Super simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook this on, and I'm going to show you guys. Same way. You want that upside down because we're gonna be turning this tank upside down. Hand tighten it, don't use tools. Just hand tighten, okay? Listen. See, yeah. I think we can get about 4 or 5 of these out of here still. Okay, so the same thing with the Flame King, except you need the key to open that valve. This is empty, so I'm just gonna go ahead and screw that on here. Can y'all see that okay? I'm gonna go ahead and screw that on. Yeah, the shake method is foolproof. Those gauges just cost you about $20 for no reason. I got them, but I don't even bother putting them on no more. Okay. There we go. That's hand tight. Now what I'm gonna do is get my key. I need to show you from this angle because the air. Wait, hold on, y'all. I want you to be able to see everything. Okay, Can y'all see that okay? Y'all see everything okay? Okay. So now, where I use this key, this little Allen wrench, is over here. That's how I open it up. And the air, I can't remember whether it's shoot out. It's gonna shoot out over here. So I'm looking for that first puff of fuel. So the first thing I'm gonna do, cut on my main tank. I'm gonna keep this video short and sweet, y'all. I'm gonna cut on my main tank. I'm on this heel, so that ain't helping me at all. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and open that up. I'll stick the key in here and open the valve. Hear it? That's from the old air and the old fuel that's left over. Now, I'm gonna start filling it. See it? Now, as soon as I see some fuel spit out, it's coming out right here. So keep your eye right about here. As soon as I see liquid fuel, I'm shutting it down. Tank is cold. I'm emptying all my big propane tanks, just a little left so I can go have them refilled or exchanged. See that? Look. Y'all see that? All right, I'm done. I shut it down. Shut down. That's simple. See that? I don't want it to keep on spitting a perfect flow because that's just entirely too much pressure when you're using normal around the house things. Now, if you got a big old barbecue grill and stuff like that and a griddle, that's fine. But if you're using things like this stove, buddy heaters, and little space heaters, that's too much pressure. So all I'm gonna do is safety first. I'm gonna cut the main tank off. I'm doing this just trying to do it by the book, okay? Now, I'm just gonna unscrew this tank. See that? Nothing. No love lost it all up. Totally full tank. That's the Mr. Heater style. That's the Mr. Heater brand right there. I'm sorry. That's the Flame King brand right there. I prefer this one just because it doesn't need a proprietary, and that word, proprietary nozzle. I can use any of my nozzles that I want. So that's why I like that one. And it's that simple. And I'm gonna show you this. They come with these, let me show you. They come with these caps on them to protect the top of them. You don't have to keep them. But what I like about them, I'm gonna show you why I bought some. Hold on, let me show you. I got about 50 of these. I'm gonna show you this. Okay. I'm gonna show you. They come with this right here, but I did purchase some copper caps to go on them. I haven't used them yet, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because everybody is scared to lose this key, right? You need somewhere to keep this key if you're gonna be using the Flame King brand, right? Look what I did. All I did, I took this cap off. Watch this. I took this cap off. And everybody, you could tell people, I showed you this. I took this cap off. Watch this. You see the key in there? Look. All I did was turn it to the side. You see it? And now you can put that right back on here. Now I'm gonna show you how I did this. Now you won't lose the doggone the chuck key right there. You won't lose it. And I'm gonna tell you how I did it. I was gonna drill a hole in it somewhere, and I found out I don't need my drill. I didn't need to do anything. Let me show you. And look, it's even hard to get out. That's how good it's in there. Okay, here's the key. Right there, do you see that hole? Right there? I'm gonna show you what I did to make that hole. Okay, here's one that hasn't been done yet. This is a brand new one. In every one of these containers, on the cap, let me find this one. You see that? That's the injection molding. When this was in the machine in the factory, that's where the machine shot all of the liquid plastic into the mold. That's it right there. So guess what I did? I was sitting there drinking my coffee, watching a video on YouTube, and I took the key and I just kept out, found that hole, and I said, that fits perfect. And I just kept doing like this. I just kept moving it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it went straight through. So now all of them is like that. So just in case everybody keep telling you you're gonna lose the key to it, you don't have to. You can even, what my plan was to screw straight down through here, through the top, and then put it down through the bottom like this, right? And then push that outward, and then there's no way that it could ever get loose. It'll just be sticking out the top like this. So, FYI, y'all, just in case you're wondering what I do with the other one. Oh, that's the brand new one. Oh, here it is. Any questions? Also, okay. Yeah, anywhere sells these keys. You're right. Dollar store, you can find these anywhere. That's the sweet part. This is why I like them. I like them both, but if I had to only choose one, I would pick the Flame King. They're just easier to me, and I don't have to spend extra money to fill them up. And if I lose the filler, I don't have to spend $29 because Mr. Heater's field nozzle costs as much or more than the tank. The tank is $19, but the refiller is $29. And I haven't seen it cheaper than $29 yet. The tank is $20, but this is $29. And you can't do nothing without this. So I think that's whack. Somebody said, am I still without power? Yes, we don't have power, and that's why I'm rushing right now. This ain't one of my normal videos. You're seeing me in real time. I got generators. I got my EcoFlow Smart generators running in the back. I got, I'm charging up everything, solar panels, everything in the back, and I'm about to bring everything back in the house. Yes, all of these are needed products because this is how we're cooking. I'm not gonna be outside cooking with wood right now. So this is how we're cooking in the house with propane. And these tanks are gold. You don't want to bring no big old 20-pound tank in the house. Plus, if you get low on a tank and you really can't use it, man, this is a good way to get rid of the last residuals of this tank. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and fill the rest of these Flame Kings since I got them. And y'all can just ride this out with me real quick. Quick inspection. how many meals per tank. It depends on how much you eat. It depends on what you're doing with it. Open the main valve. Now let me find it. There's the put that back over here. And now I'm just going to open that up and fill it. It's now filling. Any questions while we wait? I'm looking at the screen so I can answer anything you got. Anything pertaining to us helping ourselves in this crisis. And you make a video on using your power station during the crisis. I do that all the time. What kind of video would you like to see? Me actually using it? I don't know what you would want to see. The only thing you want to see is me plugging stuff up into it. Once you plug it in, then what? I mean, I don't understand what you want. See that? That's all I want. That's all I want. That's as full as I want it. We don't have those here in Hawaii. Hawaii be chilling on a lot of stuff. How do you know when it's full? I just explained all of that. If you can go back in the beginning of the video, I explained the whole reason I'm doing this. Can I fill my 5-pound tank the same way? Yes, you can. You can fill your 5-pound tank the exact same way. The exact same way. Yes, you can. Okay? The reason I got those out here is because one of them need to be refilled, and I was going to try to top it up. But I think I'm just going to work with all of these smaller bottles. Okay? So that's it. Now I'm done. And I'm just going to take this off. Normally, remember, cut off the main valve first. Y'all can see that? Okay. That's full. That's ready to go. That one is ready to go. So I will just sit here and fill up all of my tanks. I got about 20 that are brand spanking new that I've never filled up, but I got another 15 or 20 that I have in my bug out trailer and in the house, so on and so forth. But I want to make sure all of these are filled up, because I'm about to run to the store and exchange this or have it filled up if we still have them. That one is full. That's empty. It's ironic how you were just talking about preparing for this type of situation and now it's happening in real time. You know what? Because this is the stuff I prepare for reality. Let me see. Thank you, Bless High. I'm going to do this right now. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Just add another tank. It's empty. Inspect it real quick. Looks good. Put the tank on. Only use your hands. Don't use no tools, because you will cross thread it and then you will have a big problem on your hand. Hand tighten it. Open up the main valve and now get your key. Hold on. Get your Allen key. Open the valve. Turn counterclockwise and fill. Soon as I see fuel spit out there, when I see liquid fuel and it look like a puff of smoke, I stop. I'm trying to drain this tank to the bone, so when I take it to the store, it's nothing left. Don't be smoking around this either. How are the stores out there looking because they're supposed to be a porch? I don't know anything about the ports. I don't know anything about the strikes. I don't know anything about any of that. I'm just trying to focus on my household. That stuff ain't gonna affect me one way or the other. If you are preparing and you staying ready, you ain't. I am not. I've heard a little bit about those docks and the ports and the ships. I'm not worried about them because I know I'm ready. Look at it. See that? I'm done. That's filled. Take the tank off. Make sure you got on some gloves too, cause this be cold. Boom. Full. Just like that. Put your cap back on and set it to the side. In that matter of time, look what we did. This is what we did in that matter of time, that short amount of time. Okay? I'ma see if I think I got one more. I got one more Flame King, and then, oh, that's full. One more, and then I'm still taking questions while I do this, okay? I don't want to waste any time. So I'm taking questions while I'm doing this. Inspect, looks good. Thank you, IFAK Slays. Thank you for that. I'm screwing this one on. I heard my smart generator just shut off. That means the Delta Pro 3 is in the house and it's full. Okay, same thing. Take your key, take your Allen wrench, stick it in the hole, open it, hear a little bit of hiss. Now start filling. I'm going to fill this up until I see a puff of liquid fuel. It looks like smoke. Can those small cans be stored inside? Go by propane storage guidelines. That's the only thing I can say, okay? Are those ordered empty or full of flame? Empty. Would it work with Coleman 1 pound tanks too? I don't know. I don't want to get into that because those are legal situations. The Colemans do not have a release valve like this. They only have their safety valve, the one-time safety valve. They don't have anything that you can control like this. I wouldn't do it. I'm not gonna say nothing else. I wouldn't do it. Not while it's stuff like this out here for the same price as those Coleman tanks, and it's cheaper. And you can just keep refilling them. Look at that. Spit it out. See it? Spit it out. Close it. I'm done. This how cold that propane is. That's why I say wear gloves, because this is how cold it will freeze your fingertips and give you frostbite. Question: what is the largest propane tank you would consider buying? My personal preference, I wouldn't go higher than a 30 gallon tank. Um, Not a 30 gallon tank. I'm sorry, a 30 pound tank. The reason why I go with a 30 pound tank and I have four of them is because if you get the 100 pound tank, you can't lift it, you can't take it, you can't lay those tanks down in your trailer. If you are riding down the street and your tank is laying flat in your trailer or in your vehicle, that can cost you a fine and probably some jail time if they see that. So you have to store them. When you transport them from the place you got to fill them up, they have to be standing straight up, and that's tricky. Now, here's another thing. You can't go just trade 100 pound tank in for one. That's why I got a bunch of, I don't know how many of these I got. The 20 pounds. because you can just go exchange them. When you have a 30-pound and up, you have to go have it refilled. Okay? So I only do the 30-pound tank because I can pick them up. If y'all want to see the 30-pound tank, I can show it to you now that this tank is full. Full. You know what? Hold on. Full. I'm gonna tell you why I like the 30-pound tank. Cause you can pick them up and you can put them in your car without laying them down, in your SUV without laying them down. You can put them in your back seat without laying them down, like in the foot part of the back seat of a car. You can put them in your trailer and stand them up without worrying about them being too top heavy, because fuel is in here shifting around. You don't want them doing this because they'll fall off, fall in the road, blow up, and hurt somebody. Okay, and they're under pressure, so it's like a rocket when it blows up. If this top gets knocked off, this is a missile. Say I have the 100-pound, have to have it delivered to field. That's right. I don't deal with that. I have 4 30-pound tanks, and I'm gonna grab it for you. That one is filled. I'm gonna grab it for you so you can see it. Okay. This is kind of hard because it's full, but hold on. Okay. Here's the 30-pounder right here. And I'm gonna show you the difference. Here's your normal 20-pounder that you can get from anywhere and exchange them. Here's the 30-pounder. See the difference? See, I can manage this. All this is like the size of 2 of these. That's it. And here's the 5-pound. And the 1-pound. So I keep 4 of these. I have 2 here, 2 on Freedom Makers. I don't know how many of these I got. I don't know how many 20-pound tanks I have. More than I can count. Because when I see them, I grab them. I have 4 5-pounds, and I have about 40 or 50 of these 1-pound refillables. Let's see how much we got left. I can get another can in there. I think I can get another can, y'all. I'ma try. But out of Flame Kings, 2, 4, 6. So now I gotta switch it back up to I gotta switch it back over to Mr. Heater brand and go ahead and finish up. It's getting dark on me. Let me let this out. Okay. That Flame King, you can use any kind. I can even fill that Flame King up with just one of these extensions or converters. Now I got to use Mr. Heater's proprietary refiller. Okay. Put that back on. Now I'm gonna try to fill them all up. Any questions yet? I'm looking. I'm back, y'all. Any questions? What's the shelf life for your situation considering your environment? I don't understand your question. I don't understand your question, Stro Boogie. I gotta find this dimple. Oh, there it goes. What's the the shelf life of the propane? You may have to Google that, okay? Because what I'm hearing is indefinite. What about Coleman green tanks? Don't do it. Just don't do that. There's no reason to do those anymore like this. That's too dangerous. It's dangerous, number one, and two, people have done it. It's unnecessary now. It's just totally unnecessary to do that. He wondering like gasoline. I'm hearing propane does not degrade inside of these tanks. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm not. Don't take it from me though. That's why I asked you to do your own research on that. Where do you store propane and how much? You need to store them within propane storage guidelines. That's the only thing I can tell you legally. All right. I'm gonna open that all the way up. I'm still answering questions, y'all. There we go. I'm still answering questions. I'm waiting till I see that puff of smoke, that liquid fuel coming out the side. So do me a favor and look up how long you can store propane inside of the tanks. Do the tanks need regular servicing? That's a good question, Angie. Every tank has a date inside of it. Look, up here around this band or inside this band. I'm gonna tell you right now. I can't find it while I'm doing this, but every tank has like an expiration date where it needs to go get maintenance. Like you gotta just trade it in. See that? Spitting out? Watch this. Little bit of spit. That's not enough yet though. That's because this tank's so empty. Now that's enough for me. Right there. 12 years average. Somebody said 12 years average, but go back it up and do some research and look. Okay. So thank you for giving me that answer. But still, even when people give you an answer, back it up, go Google it and check it out again. For the 100-pound tank. What about for the 100-pound tank? I don't deal with the 100-pound tank at all. It's just too heavy. I think I filled this up already. I did. Any other questions? We coming on the hour mark, y'all. I think I can fill this last tank up in the last few minutes here. I'm down to answer any questions you got. You're welcome, Susie. I gotta go start bringing all my stuff in, y'all. I still haven't seen, I was out and about today and I didn't see no rescue trucks, no power trucks, nothing. No utility trucks at all. And in the distance now I can hear everybody's generator running. I think I got one tank left. That's full. Let me see. Say nice and quiet. Guess the yard work is done. I guess. This is my last tank I gotta fill right here. Okay. Remember, with the Mr. Heater fuel keg, you gotta put that dimple, that little dimple in the front right there, match it up with the dimple on here. How can I contact you, Led? Um, you can email me, but I get hundreds of emails. It's hard for me to answer all that with all the stuff I gotta do. What is it anything you can tell me now that you need? Is it I can help you right now? Is my peach tree salvageable? What peach tree? Open. Brand of five pound tank. Don't go with this brand. The Ignic brand comes with that case, and that's really cool. But you can buy the Flame King. It does not come with that brand, that case, but it does come with a built-in gauge on it, like this. The Flame King 5 pound tank comes with a built-in gauge on it, and it's like $100 cheaper. The Ignic is just ridiculously priced because of the name, because it's about camping gear. I'm off the grid and appreciate this for beginners. Please handle propane gently. Thank you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. You thought the tree that broke was a peach tree? No, that's my persimmon tree. But I haven't been out there. It's in bad shape though. But I'm gonna take y'all along with me to patch it up. Thank you so much, Rich Dad. Let me see. Hey, Analytic Gardener. How you doing? Yeah, no lawnmowers. Question: will you still be building the water filtration system live? Yes, but this stuff kind of kicked in. I got to do this stuff first. But yes, it's literally in there in my kitchen, set up. Everything is set up to show. As a matter of fact, I will be giving y'all a supply list just so you can do it too. That thing ain't spitting yet. I've been using the water filtration system that I built, and I even tried to filter some tea. It made the black tea, it made it way lighter, which was dope, you know. It still looked like tea, watered down tea, but it wasn't black. Like I like my tea where you can't see through it. Oh, this thing must be empty now. That's all air. That's all air. I hear it giving up the ghost too. Trying to get the information regarding Camp Club, do me a favor. If you're trying to get the information regarding signing up to Camp Club, go to easilygrowngarden.com/products or email my wife, ladyled73@gmail.com. Yeah, look, that tank must be empty because I ain't getting nothing. This is going to be the last can, and it's taking its own sweet time. I'm still answering questions until this thing spit. Let me see. Is Lady Led still advising people about how to get land? You can contact her at LadyLed73 at gmail.com. She'll tell you everything you need to know, okay? Right now, we got a lot of stuff going on. There is a women's retreat that she is holding and sponsoring, and that's about to go down in about 30 days. So we got a lot going on here on Easley Island, and if you want to know more, please contact her at her email address or our website, which is easilygrowngarden.com/products. Leg, can you still feel the 5-pound tanks from the 4-pound tanks? What? I don't understand what you're saying. That's it for that. That's finished. That ain't gonna never fill up. You can't feel, if you can't go up in number. Oh, that's full enough. That's plenty full. That's plenty full right there. So that's it, you guys. I'm already the 40. Yes, you can do this as long as the number is higher. You can feel from it. If you got a 40-pound, 30-pound, 20-pound, you can feel the 5. I can feel the 20-pound with the 30-pound. I can feel the 5-pound and the 1-pound from the 20-pound. I can feel the 1-pound from the 5-pound, the 20-pound, 30-pound, 100-pound and up. So yes, I know that sounded crazy what I just said, but I don't know another way to say it at this very moment. Okay, so all I'm doing now is just putting away my stock of my fuel tanks and my fuel gear. We're going here to cook my wife some dinner and put all my stuff away, all my survival gear away. Any questions while I clean this mess up? Listen, and somebody said this is a good investment. Let me tell you something. I've been using these since last November, and every time I use them, I say to myself, I gotta go get some more. Where did you order the 1-pound caps from? I'm gonna put all of that in the description box below after this video, okay? That way, all you gotta do is click. You ain't gotta go hunting for anything. I forgot I had so many. Oh, that one is empty. All right, that's okay. Okay. Any question? When buying land, was owning the material rights? I can't answer that right this moment, okay? Because that's too much knowledge for me to just spit something at you in 5 seconds. I'm about to get out of here, and like I said, we're going to have that whole conversation. When do you suggest to dispose of a bottle? Dispose of a bottle. What do you mean dispose of a bottle? I don't understand your question. I don't understand your question. I don't want to just rattle off and tell you any old thing. Do you have running water? Yeah, but it's brown. Let me see. So this is what we did, you guys. We just filled all of them up, and now I got 2 more of these buckets to do. So with that being said, I hope this helped you guys. I hope this helped everybody that just purchased some of these cans. I will be putting these in the description box below, so you can click on the link and pick some up if you need them. I will even be putting in the filler hoses so you can fill it from the Mr. Heater brand and the Flame King brand. All right, so everybody please stay safe. Let me go get my gear together and bring this stuff in for safety tonight. It's still dark. Look, no street lights, nothing. So, and it's cloudy. It messed around and got cloudy too. So it's gonna get dark fast. Don't, Stro Boogie, don't let that case go, bro. I'm gonna tell you this, that case costs about $100. I made that mistake. Don't do it. Screw that case. It's cool. Screw that case. All right, I mean it, man. They normally cost, a 5-pound tank cost you something like $40, something like that. But man, that tank with the case costs like $150, something like that. The Ignic, and the Ignic brand is the only ones that come with the case. Trust me on that. Go look at the case itself. It's $100. Everybody, Lev Farmer 73, and trust me, I didn't know when I bought them. Trust me. Lev Farmer 73, I love y'all, and I'm out. Be safe, and I hope this one helped you. All right? Peace.